What's up, guys? I'm Strike, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Last time, we got introduced to Zane, as well as defeated Chaz in For the Sake of Cyrus and Formula for Success. This time, we are going to be taking on one of the Shadow Riders in Doomsday Duel. Chancellor Shepard, the chief administrator of Duel Academy, called Jaden, Bastion, Alexis, Chaz, Dr. Crowler, Professor Banner, and Zane to his office. He wanted to warn them about the Shadow Riders and the power of the 3 Sacred Beast cards. 3 Sacred what cards? Sacred Beast cards. Due to their immense power and their colossal might, they were hidden here at the Academy. You see, this Academy was built in part to protect the Sacred Beast cards. They were buried deep underground, their power sealed safely away. By the way, Duel Academy is owned by Kaiba Corporation. And Seto Kaiba is the one who is actually in charge of everything in Duel Academy. So that basically does mean that even he feared the power of the Sacred Beast cards. Legend says if these cards ever see the light of day, terrible things will happen. Our world will be no more. No more. So this is why the 7 of you are here, to protect these 3 cards from the wicked ones. The wicked ones? That's right, 7 duelists known as the Shadow Riders who covet these cards. I have heard of these Shadow Riders. They are no joke. You must be careful. Okay, so how do we protect these cards? By protecting the 7 spirit gates. To get to the cards, one must unlock these gates. And to unlock them, one must gain the 7 keys for the 7 gates. That is how we will protect those cards, by protecting the keys. And here they are, one for each of you to guard. Children, this is an important responsibility, for me as well. We hold the keys. Won't that make us targets? It's true. With these keys, the Shadow Riders will seek you out. Seek us out? You mean take us out. Chaz is no longer wearing his obelisk blue blazer anymore. Because after he left for North Academy, there was a competition duel that is held once every year between Duel Academy and North Academy. Chaz was the representative duelist for North Academy, and Jaden was the representative duelist for Duel Academy. Since Chaz was a first year at North, Duel Academy wanted to make it fair by having a first year represent Duel Academy instead of Zane, who traditionally represents Duel Academy. And Zane was the one who recommended Jaden, much to Professor Crowler's disapproval. After the duel, Chaz loses, and he decides to come back into Duel Academy. However, if you go through Duel Academy through a transfer like that, you are automatically Slifer Red. So, he has to stay in the Slifer Red dorm from now on. Only in a duel. Fortunately for our side, the keys can't simply be stolen. An ancient edict commands the keys must be won in a duel. And so, I've called on our school's 7 best to take up this challenge and fight the good fight. Crowler thinks that Jaden is not one of the best and he shouldn't be there. Whereas in reality, out of all the duelists there, Crowler is actually the weakest. Later that evening, Jaden and Alexis were transported to a volcano where they encountered the first Shadow Rider. Where are we? On one very weird dream. Or nightmare. Hahaha. It's neither. What's going on? You mean you don't know? Call me a slow learner. Call me Night Shroud. I'll be the one taking that key you have around your neck. That pendant that Night Shroud has around his neck, Jaden has the other half after dueling the Gravekeeper's chief. as was part of a test. Jaden also dueled a monkey named Wheeler, who used an ape deck before the Shadow Rider showed up. Wow, you guys don't waste much time, do you? I'll get that key, and I'll get it now. Oh, and just to make sure of that, I brought friends. What's that mean? Say hello to Cyrus and Chumley. Looks like they're in hot water, or maybe I should say hot moon lava. But then, such is the nature of a shadow game, Keykeeper. A shadow game? Listen, just duel me, but let them go. I don't think so. I need them to ensure a speedy match. After all, that protection orb they're in, let's just say that it's not exactly built to last. Oh, and I'm afraid that there's more. Also at stake is your soul, which will be sealed in this card if you lose. Of course, if I lose, then my soul will be sealed. But hey, let's be honest with ourselves. Me lose? No way. Now then, shall we? You can't agree to this. Tell that to Cyrus and Chumley. They're about to become meatballs in a lava stew. They're my friends, and I'm not gonna let that happen to them. Or us. Besides, it's not like this is my first shadow game. I'm just hoping it doesn't hurt as bad as the others. The shadow game he's referring to was the shadow game with Titan. The one that started off as a fake hypnosis trick. Which he was using a fake Millennium Puzzle, by the way, that was made out of paper mache and lights. And he called it the Millennium Pendant, even though it was supposed to be the Millennium Puzzle. When it became a proper shadow duel, that's when pain actually started. Coming into the mix, and it actually did properly hurt. It also didn't help that the duel against the Ghost Jinzo was also technically a shadow game, as well as the case with Gravekeeper's Chief. So he had at least 3 shadow games by this point. Okay, pal, you want a duel? You got it. Let's throw down. Get your game on. Night Shroud uses a Red Eyes deck. As in the entire archetype. This is where we actually see more Red Eyes support to the point where you can make an entire deck out of it. Like Red Eyes Black Chick, etc., etc. Okay. So what do we got? Elemental Hero Wild Edge, Elemental Hero Thunder Giant, Elemental Hero Tempest, Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster, Elemental Hero Mudball Man, and Elemental Hero Flame Wing Man. This card can attack every monster your opponent controls, 1 attack on each monster per battle phase. Ooh, that's strong. Tempest. You can send 1 other card you control to the graveyard to target 1 monster you control while this card is face up on the field. That monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, we already know Rampart Blaster. Mudball Man doesn't have any effects, even though it says it does. It just says it has to be fusion summoned. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. It's literally just a wall fusion monster that's kind of pointless. Of course, we have Blade Edge and Wild Heart. Yep, and there's Red Eyes. And of course, due to its effect, it goes into defense mode because Spear Dragon. I'd rather keep Clayman in defense mode just in case. Red Eyes Wyvern. Which I think is a No, that is not the Gemini monster. During the end phase, if you did not... Except Red Eye's Black Chick. Yeah, that's just a way of getting Red Eyes quickly. I could get Rampart Blaster, but I think I'm going to get Wild Edge instead. Okay. Every time you do that, though, my Wild Edge gets to attack again. Okay, yeah, this is actually going extremely well. I was expecting having to deal with the Red Eyes. But so far, no. I guess he's just not getting the cards for it. Now even if he summons the Red Eyes, it's just gonna get destroyed if he chooses to attack. Or not if he chooses. Summoner's Art, Red Eyes again. Okay, that was a slaughter fest. I was actually expecting a little bit more trouble than that. That's game. Sigh, Chumley. Jaden collapsed on the ground as everyone else were transported outside the volcano. We're alive. What the? He did it. Jaden did it. Yeah. But where's Jaden? Look, over there. Jaden! Wake up. He's not moving. Come on, Jay. Sigh, he's fine. Tired, maybe, but who could blame him? Not me. I'm tired and I didn't do anything. He's okay, which is more than I can say for Night Shroud. Alexis noticed another body laying in the distance. Alexis. It can't be. It's him. Yep, Night Shroud was Atticus, Alexis's missing brother. I thought I lost him, but he's back. He's finally back. My brother is back. That card took away whatever darkness was holding him. Okay, Field of Screams. See, I think we do get to see each Shadow Rider. The second Shadow Rider, Camula, defeated Dr. Crowler and Zane, taking both their spirit keys and trapping their souls into dolls. It was up to Jaden to put an end to her madness. She is an actual vampire, by the way, who is the last of her kind. Alright, Camula. I'm here for my friends' souls, and I'm not leaving till I get them. Truth be told, dear, you're not leaving here ever again. Not a single one of you are. Camula, get your game on, and I mean on high, 'cause when someone duels my pals and turns their souls into some dolls, it puts me in a bad mood. Then let me tell you something. I don't care. Maybe this will change your mind. Camula uses vampires, which doesn't really have much of an archetype to it. I know that there are vampire themed cards, but I don't think there's really enough to call it a proper archetype. Let's try to activate Bubble Man's ability. And when it's the only card in my hand, I also can draw 2 cards, right? Oh no, I have to control. It has to be the only card on my field, which makes it very situational, that's right. Bloodsucker. Yeah, see, there's a vampire card. The vampire monsters are traditionally zombie type, as you would expect, as vampires are traditionally undead. Oh, I didn't check, Ryu Cookie. At the end of damage step, at this card, battle a warrior or spellcaster type monster, destroy that monster. Ooh. Yeah. Let's see, we have Wild Edge, Thunder Giant, Tempest, Shining Flare Wingman, Rampart Blaster, Mudball Man, and Flame Wingman. Okay, so Shining Flare Wingman is essentially an upgraded version of the Flame Wingman. Requires Elemental Hero Flame Wingman and Elemental Hero Sparkman. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 300 attack points for each Elemental Hero card in your graveyard. When this card battles, destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the destroyed monster in the graveyard. But it does take a little bit of work to bring out. Since you need to fusion summon Flame Wingman, which requires Avion and Burstinatrix, then you need to have Sparkman and another polymerization or some type of fusing card. There's Burstinatrix. Wow, these duels are actually becoming slaughter fests. Camula actually has a bit of a reason for siding with the Shadow Riders. Thunder Giant's better. Centuries ago, vampires and humans actually used to, coexist peacefully. Then one day, there was war between the vampires and the humans. No one really knows who actually started it. But what resulted in happening has higher, not the same. So, no, I won't continue the attack with that one. 1500, 2200. Let's bring out some variety. No one really knows how this war got started or really who started it. But the result was that the vampires were all but wiped out and Camula's the last of her kind. She wants to bring back her people and wipe out the humans in revenge. Vampire Vamp. Oh no. Vampire monsters. Normal zone on your field. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls whose attack is higher than this card's. Equip it to this card. This card gains attack equal to the combined original attack of the monsters equipped to it by this effect. If this card is set to the graveyard while equipped as a card by this effect, special summon this card. Oh, that's kind of poopy, not gonna lie. And this was going so well. I need to keep my defenses up. Because I don't have any way of beating that card right now. Fusion Gate, which I don't really need at the moment, because again, I can't beat that monster. This was going so well, but this is also the nature of some card games of card games sometimes, that one card can actually turn this duel around into your favor at times. Pot of Greed, please give me something. Let's bring out Spark Man. Vampire Kingdom. Yeah, you're gone. You are gone. Monsters gain 500 attack during damage calculation only. Once per turn, when a card or cards from your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Target one card on the field and send one dark vampire monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. And if you do, destroy that target. That vampire vamp is dangerous. Vampire sorcerer. Oh, and she has Vampire Lord out now, and Vampire Baby. So, what exactly does a sorcerer do? A discard in your possession is sent to your graveyard by the opponent's card. You can add one dark vampire monster or one vampire spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard. One dark vampire monster you normal summon this turn can be summoned without tributing. Okay, so... Okay. Vampire Baby. At the end of the battle phase, discard destroyed a monster by bounce sent to the graveyard. This turn, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field. Yes, 2,000 defense points. I haven't seen anything higher than 2,000 attack points on her monsters. Oh wait, no, there was Rio Cookie, which is over 2,000. Plus there is her field spell. Bring it up to 2,500. I wish Skyscraper worked every battle phase, not just your own. But I can understand why they did, considering 1,000 attack points is a fairly substantial attack boost. Ooh. Okay, let's destroy that field spell. Field up to the number of... Accept this card. Add one hero monster. Do not activate effect. Let's add a hero. Now bring it up to 2050. Accept this card. This is why you need to pay attention. Trap cards was selected. At this rate, I'm gonna deck out. Monster Reborn. What do I have? I have Rampart Blaster in there and Thunder Giant. And they were fusion summoned, so I should be able to summon them back. What do you have? says zombie type monsters, so I think I should probably bring back a zombie type then. And let's bring back her strongest zombie, which is this one, Ryukoki. And Monster Reborn is a permanent control. Oh, that got hairy. Jaden defeated Camula, freeing Zane and Dr. Crowler's souls from her dolls. That's game. At last, the nightmare's finally over. This one, at least. Camula was just the second of the Shadow Riders, and that means more are on the way. Okay. Oh wait, no, we don't face every Shadow Rider. Considering that duel did take a while, I think in the next episode, we take on the third Shadow Rider in Dual Distractions. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I will see you all in the next episode.